Okay, let's record. I just received my BO-105 today from Flywing. Been waiting on this thing since it was released, but paid customers got theirs first. Most of y'all know me on the group page. You know exactly what I'm fixing to do. Pull everything out. I'm gonna go over everything. But what a lot of you guys don't know, we're working with collaboration with Iron Quad, which is a FPV type system setup, and I have one of these in my possession still right now, which is not mine, belongs to a customer that I'm working on. So I received the FPV system from Iron Quad, and they wanted me to make a video and stuff of installing it, which I'll be doing that. But this basically gives you FPV camera inside the helicopter and head tracking. This is an all-in-one kit that you can buy from them. These are the goggles. These are called the box style goggles. You can buy aftermarket, or you can actually, I'm sorry, not aftermarket, but you can buy corrective lenses that go in here for people who wear glasses, like me. And so I got these from them, from Iron Quad, and I like them. I wanted the other style, which I got. Not for the sheer fact that I don't like these. I do like them. The problem is I wear corrective lenses, and I'll show you the X's here in a minute, which you don't need. But this is the camera setup. So you're on a 3-axis gimbal. You can roll right, left, look up and down, and you can look left and right. So while I had this customer's unit here, went ahead and designed a 3D plate that actually allow you to mount inside the helicopter. You'll have 2 mounting screws here and 2 down on the battery plate. You take your FPV system and you just set it in there. And right now it's not going to be secured. You kind of get the idea what I'm talking about here, but it sits in there. You take your battery, you'll no longer use the Velcro, because if you try to use the Velcro, you'll never get your battery out of there. You can use cabinet liner, and then you use a Velcro strap. And once your battery's in there, and then you check your CG point again, you'll be good to go. But when you put the canopy on, your camera is right there. So you'll be able to look all throughout this windshield, down through the bottom part where your feet would be at. You can look out the side windows and even almost back here to the back. Not really so much out of here, but we are working, Flywing is working with, like I said, the Iron Quad RC, and we're going to start to help and support them because we met them in California at the last RC show. They already do these for fixed wing aircraft and stuff like that. You've probably seen videos on Facebook where people are mounting these in their RC cars and stuff like that. But they wanted to venture into helicopters, so we're working with them on that. Now, as far as the other set of goggles that you can get, these are Walk Snail Avatar HD Goggle X. And these, what's nice about these are if you're people like me that require glasses, because I am farsighted with astigmatism, these guys here, you can actually adjust the focus on the lenses so you don't need any type of corrective extra set of lenses to pop on here. These work really well, very comfortable, and I've already tested the system out on a customer's helicopter, and not flying, just seeing what the view looks like, and it's crazy cool. So I can't wait to get this thing checked out by myself. Obviously I'm gonna go through the whole thing because I don't, that's just how I am. I check all my helicopters, but you know, once I go through it all, I'm gonna do an installation video of the process of installing the gimbal and everything else. Now it does come with, and I forgot to pull that out, and that's one thing that I'm gonna probably talk to Hong at Flywing, is to power the gimbal setup. There's a plug that comes here on the side. Plug it in there, and then it goes from your battery into your ESC. So I don't know what the voltage draw is on that yet. I'll have to do some more research. I mean, you could always possibly run a smaller LiPo battery in there. Just have to figure out where I'm gonna put it if I do that, but I'm gonna ask Pong that and see what they say on the voltage. But that's where I'm at right now, guys. I will be doing more videoing once I get done going through this whole helicopter. I might make a couple videos on how to take out the mechanics and how to take all this apart. So just stay tuned. So here's a video of my BO-105. In my other video when I talked about it, I went ahead and installed my 3D printed mount, and I secured the whole camera gimbal assembly on here. And for y'all that might ask, this whole gimbal sits on little rubber grommets, so for vibrations, that's going to help with that. And like I was saying before, if you do this, you can't use your Velcro anymore, so I just put shelf liner in there with my battery, and actually fits in there really easy. Just slide it on in there. I found that the CG, if you make the front of this battery pretty much even with the front of the fuselage, you'll be pretty good on CGs with the canopy on. Try to get this Velcro strap out of here. I tucked it up in there a second ago. There we go. I'm probably gonna get me some shorter Velcro straps. This one's a little bit too long, but that's in there perfectly fine. Just take the canopy. I'm just gonna kind of set it on there like that. Grab the helicopter by the two screw points. She should be sitting level. Pretty much she is. So now I'm gonna go ahead and power up the helicopter. And for those of you that didn't know, this little adapter right here is what's powering the gimbal. I already talked to the guys at Flywing, Pong, and he said it should be fine. Running this off the battery adapter. Camera is only going to draw anywhere from 1 to maybe 2 amps, is from what I was told by the manufacturer of this setup. So I went ahead and bound the helicopter to my radio master. I probably won't be able to see it, but it's kind of hard to get in there with the, there it is. You can see the antenna with the 3D printed antenna holder that's hot glued, and then the other one is right there on the ground. It's kind of hard to see it, but it's that right there is the little 3D printed antenna our mount that I put in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and power this up, and when I power this up, you'll see the camera go in, and I'm gonna use the Walksneer goggles. Go ahead and power up the goggles here. Should have had them powered up, takes a while. Now, this video transmitter actually has a fan on it, so if it's just sitting here, it's not going to get hot.
GPS mode, throttling mode, return to home.
Oh, you know what I just did, guys? I'll have to buy and plug in. Go back in. right, so you can pretty much see right now that I'm moving the goggles. If you can see the camera. Zoom in a little bit. There we go. So if I move the goggles up, down, left, right, and if you roll the goggles, the camera also rolls. So I'm rolling the camera left and right. See if I can get an image here. Actually, I need to center these. Give me a second here. Let me get these back in center. Then you put them on my head all the way, makes it easier. There you go. All right, sorry, I'm not saying anything, but just trying to get that all set up. So when you put the canopy on, I'm not gonna clasp it all the way. Now these goggles have a proximity sensor. I'm gonna see if I can't. Oh, this is gonna be tough. Yeah, it's gonna be tough for me to do that. I'm gonna have to get a laptop and hook it up to HDMI, but all right, now I'm moving the goggles around. Looking up, around, and you can look down. So, let's see if I can't. I'm gonna put an SD card in here, and then I'll have to edit the video in there. But it will definitely work. I think this is pretty cool. I'm waiting for the weather to get better down here where I live at. And then on top of that, I've been busy working on couple customers helicopters here. I got 2 more coming, but that's the BO-105 that I used as a template to make the camera setup, and but this is actually mine. So once I get a test flight in the books, I'm gonna post the videos up on the group page and give you guys a link where we can get these FPV system with the goggles. And like I said in the other video, the goggles that come with the camera setup are a box of goggles, so you can buy the extra lenses, but that's the system right there. It's by Ironclad. You go to not by Ironclad, but Ironclad sells these. It's a Caddx system, so can't wait to do my test flight and see how she goes. You know, first off, test flight's going to be making sure this thing is set up correctly and hovers good before I put these goggles on, obviously. But let me know what you guys think.